By supporting the Hoedspruit Endangered Species Center, that's where we found goodness. Pick and Pay, always there for you.
It's been an amazingly crazy day on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and this time we're in the kitchen making more decadent breakfasts. This time around, I've brought in the best. Hey, Chef Chat.
Hello, Lana Africa. How are you?
I'm amazing.
Oh, it's so
And you know
good.
why I'm more amazing? Because I just saw butter bread on the table. I'm so happy.
This is the best. This is the ultimate. It is the most romantic bread you could ever offer. It is just...
It's also the
very
most
special.
fattening bread that you can ever
Oh,
offer.
absolutely. 60% fat, but you know, as I say, never trust a skinny chef. And this is one of the reasons why I sort of look slightly
Well,
more
you know what,
voluptuous than
Chart?
most.
If this is 100%, I don't mind having 60%.
Oh, there we go. You are so cheeky.
Okay, how do I make
Anyway,
it?
Very, very simple. What we're going to do is a little bit of yeast. We're going to wake up the little souls in here.
Yeah.
So remember, they're dry yeast.
Right.
So it's a packet of yeast. I'm using
What's
half
that?
times recipe, a little bit of sugar, because they need a bit of hunger. They're hungry. So this is going to give them sort of, wake them up. You can imagine these little particles are going to sort of get going.
Boxing in
and
there.
we're going to put a little bit of warm milk in here as
Warm
well.
milk?
And go on. I want you to start mixing that there.
Do I just
now,
stir
just
it?
warm milk, because that's going to pick up the yeast. The yeast is going to sort of activate and then it'll start going.
So not even
and-
water?
Not even water. No, because we want creaminess. We want that butteriness. Let's, come on. Water. God, this is
Ooh,
luxurious
we
breakfast.
don't want water, we want butter.
Indeed,
And
right.
we want...
So mix
what
that,
else?
and then what you can do is leave that for sort of, say, you know, a half an hour or so.
Oh, it
Don't
smells
need it
lekker.
there.
No, I
We're
want
gonna get
it.
that wonderful yeasty sort of flavour. What do you like? Sort of about to taste it.
Yeah.
Anyway, move over slightly if you will, and I'm going to start putting the rest of my ingredients into here. So flour.
Okay, flour. In I go.
Absolutely. And then salt. The salt's very important to put in at this stage,
You know
not
what?
in with the
I was going to
liquid.
ask you about that because I made bread the other day and I
Yep.
don't think I added salt and it didn't
Oh,
come out.
yeah, no, salt is so important.
Okay.
Anyway, and we're going to pour that in as well.
So the
that's your
yeast
yeast
in
mixture
there.
there,
Thank
like
you.
that. And then with our eggs
3
as
eggs. This is
well.
probably the easiest bread I've
Oh.
ever seen. No, really. Because
It's
you
just-
don't separate anything. You just stick it all in a mix so you can actually mix it by
Right,
hand.
now
The
as it
three.
starts to get going,
Okay.
it's going to go. As we come together, and we have this very sticky dough ball just now.
Why are you using
So-
this machine? You should have just used your hands.
No, because why? No, good thing, because all this butter. Imagine you're going to be touching this just now. Remember, there's already half times the recipe, so you're going to have a lot more, and all the eggs in there.
Okay.
It just becomes a very sticky mess, and you'll see that just now as
My
well.
mouth's watering
And
already.
then
I'm smelling dough.
what then you're
Okay.
going to do is then start going. Once it comes to sort of together, which is coming slowly, let's just sort of crank it up a little bit.
Should I let go of a little
If you want to
bit?
be naughty, then yes, you do that. But otherwise, don't try this at home, of
No.
course. Anyway, that's going around there, and that's going to start coming together. So once this dough starts working, then we start adding our bits of butter.
So you add them one by one, literally.
One by one, literally.
How
is what
much
you
butter
need
is
to
it,
do there.
just for one?
This is about 180 grams or so. So half times
Yeah,
recipe.
but if you think about it, it's actually not that much. Yeah.
No, it's not that much at all.
No.
Anyway, you're just going to keep bringing that together. As I said, it gets quite sticky. Now, with this bread, we're going to do a double proof. So you're going to take this, once this mixture's all made together, you're going to take it and pop it into a bowl, and you're allowed to puff up. So those yeast are going to start working, they start
Right.
punching, growing,
So you do
and get that
okay,
height.
right,
Yeah?
okay.
And then what we're going to do is you're going to knock it back. So you're going to tap it back, tap, and it goes low, and it's sort of, back to a dough ball. You pop that in the fridge, and
Okay.
then it goes to sleep. The yeast.
For how long?
Just overnight. You can do it for an hour or two, just so it rests a little bit, and then let it come, put it in, you've molded it.
So I can't make this tomorrow. I have to start tonight.
If you can make it in a day, absolutely,
Okay,
but
all right.
ideally you want it to go over time.
Okay.
So you want to gradually do that. So this is what I've got now. So this one we've
While
made.
you do that, our keyword for
there.
this morning is bread. Bread to 33728, and you can literally get a link to the recipe. I'm going to turn this down like
Right.
that, right? No.
There we go.
Like that.
Turn it down, turn it
Like
off.
that.
It's fine. There we go.
Bread to 33728, and you get a link to the recipe. So you get a link of the Pick and Pay ingredients, and you
So,
can make this too.
What we've done, that we knocked it back earlier. That was
Right.
yesterday. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shape it. So we're going to take this, and you can see how sticky this is going to be.
Right, so it
And-
is actually sticky. I'm glad
Oh,
you showed
it is very, I mean, feel that. It's like a
Okay.
really wet
Yeah.
dough. Anyway, all we need to do this now is actually shape this. If you
So
can
you need
pass the
a bread
loaf
pan,
tin for me there
alright.
will be great. And then pop it into here, into the loaf tin,
So
and
you
push
actually
it down.
stick it in there, like...
Absolutely, stick it in here. Now, remember, most types of bread are like this big rounded sort of
Yeah.
end there. Right, if you don't want to have that, if you want this beautiful like little brick square-shaped loaf, all you need to do is make sure you make a channel down the center of your actual dough.
Okay.
Because remember where heat goes in the middle.
Right.
And it sort of puffs up.
So he made a channel. While we're making the channel and discussing how we bake this bread, this is how we got to this point.
Mix together yeast, milk and sugar. Add salt, flour and eggs and mix to form a dough. Knead in a machine using a dough hook until smooth. Add butter and mix. Cover and leave to rise. Knock back, then refrigerate overnight. Shape, then leave to prove. egg wash and bake for 45 minutes.
Bread to 33728. Okay, how long in the oven?
So, in the oven, 180 degrees for about 45, 50 minutes. Bake it out, turn it out, and
And
let
it looks
cool down.
like
And how
this.
gorgeous is this? This, I tell you, can you imagine it? Oh, this gets me
Bread
so
to
excited.
33728. Thanks, Chad.
Absolute
Over
pleasure.
to you, the rest of the guys.